All right, welcome my fellow Gen Xers who are maybe feeling a little rusty, crusty, and dusty. Um, what I want to go over today is you're starting to feel like you just don't got it. You ain't got it. And so today what I want to do is I want to show you that it's not that you're getting old, it's just that your kinetic chain is maybe a little rusty, dusty, or a little crusty. So what I want to go over is just a kind of a kinetic chain warm up for you. You could do this along with me, and what we always start with is just from the ground up. So we always start with the big toe and we go all the way up to the nose. And each joint should have its kind of requisite amount of stability and mobility. So what we want to work on right now is just a little stability of your joints, and this should, mobility of your joints. So we'll start working on your big toes. So we'll just learn how to just lift up your big toes only. So we'll do that. And you could just follow along with me. And we'll push down with the big toes. And you can do this as many times as you want. When you're doing this, you got to make sure that the arches and the knees don't cave in when you're doing this. You want to just be able to, just like you're pushing down on a joystick like this, just being able to push down without having to push down with a joystick like that. And then we'll go ahead and do lifting up toes, pushing the toes down. Then we could work on your arches, really trying to splay your arches out and working on, you got 26 bones in there. You want to spread those out. And then after that, you could go ahead and work on toes in, and we're just going to open up like this. We'll do 3 to 5 of these. And this is just a little thing that you could do while you're talking on the phone. You could bend the knees and do it like this. Or when you're watching TV or cooking dinner or whatever you're doing on the sidelines, up. So from behind, you want to just come straight up, come all the way up, and then you can go toes out. So you have pigeon-toed, you have straight forward, and then you have duck foot, trying to keep the arch neutral. Then I like to go ahead and point the toe in and squeeze the butt and put the weight on the front leg. So it looks like this here. And I'm just kind of like, when I'm talking on the phone or when you're even at your laptop, standing, you could do this, and we'll go ahead and do a few of those. So you're just going to just gently back. And this is the old pickleball blow out the calf thing where people do the drop step, and that's where they get the problem. So you want the tissue to yield a little bit. You're going here, and you could even give a little stretch up like that. You could go on the other side here, and you could just do whatever feels good and wherever you need it. So if your calves aren't tight, then you don't need to spend a lot of time there. Then we'll go here, stack the foot right behind the other one, and we'll go ahead and do this. You're going to just drive the back knee past the front ankle or malleoli, this little bone here. And we'll do a few of those, and we'll go this way. So it doesn't need to be too structured or too rigid with your program. You just want to get each joint moving. You could even go here. You're going to take a step and just work on like this here. And I usually do 3 to 5 of them. And I just go here, and I could push up and out, pushing with the big toe and pushing up and out. And it also kind of works on your stability while you're working on your mobility. Then we'll go up the next joint. We're just going to drive this forward, knees over second and third toe, keeping the heels on the ground. Eventually, you want to be able to really dive forward, keeping your body in this position. And then we could go over to the right, and we could go over to the left. And then we could go like this, a little here. You can note my belt buckle. It's staying forward, and I'm just moving from my femurs, from my thigh bones, here, and my feet. And I'm just going like this. And then we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and lift the foot up, pushing down with the big toe here, arches up, and we'll just slowly swing this out like this. Try not to let the foot toe out like that. So the knee, you're just moving from your femur. We're working on that internal, external, internal hip rotation, external hip rotation. And your balance on this foot. Go to the other side, here to here, here to here. And this is just a great warm-up to do before you play pickleball, before you play golf, before you surf. And this is just warming up the brain. Bring the foot up into dorsiflexion versus plantar flexion. We just do a few of these, keeping everything square. And we'll go over this way. And I'm just warming up the hips, making sure that my back isn't twisting when I'm doing this. And I'll just bring it up straight. And you can even work on the arm swing. I'll go here. But this stuff is just good to do throughout the day, especially if you're a Gen Xer. Here, and we'll go here. And you could do it as quickly or slowly as you want to. We're going to go up to the hips. We'll do a little pelvic tilt. And then we'll put the toes in while you're doing this. And then we'll go here, put the feet together. And then from there, we'll go here up the chain. We'll just reach and reach. You can even move the arms here and to here. On the side, it looks like this, keeping that nice straight gravity line here to here. And you got that. And then we could go ahead and arms up here. Shoulder blades move apart and together. Protraction, retraction. Protraction, retraction. Here, protraction, retraction. Protraction, retraction. And that's basically what I do for my kinetic chain warm-up for my clients. Like I said, this is within your own agency to be able to change how your body reacts. And so all you need to do is just try to grease each one of these little joints in your kinetic chain so that you don't feel so rusty, dusty, and crusty. Go ahead and do these whenever you feel like it, whenever you're on the phone, whenever you're maybe on the sidelines when you got extra time, and that'll just help everything moving together as one unit. Good luck, and we'll see you hopefully in the next video.